you're on the bottom here, I mean, it's a lot of pressure to get that to come up.
What's up, everybody? It is 5 o'clock somewhere, and that somewhere happens to be right here in Navy Point. I've been trying to shoot this video all day, but the rain will not stop coming, if you can hear it. It's been raining for days, okay? But do I got a story for y'all? Yesterday, I got a call from Craig saying, hey man, what are you doing? And it's like one of those calls where it's like what's coming next? And he's like, want to go to Destin? I was like, what are we gonna do in Destin? He's like, you gotta go rescue a boat. And I mean, no sooner did the paint dry on the baby barge. Literally, it takes 3 days for the paint to dry. We gotta go use it to go find a sailboat. So we're headed to Destin. I got all my gear. Craig's dad's sailboat sunk in the Destin Harbor. So we're taking the baby barge on a rendezvous mission for recovery. I mean, you won't believe the story about the sailboat. I mean, seriously.
Well, it's not a good day. Baby barge is back in action. That's good news. I got the motor on her. I actually got a phone call from my folks today. My dad's 30-foot O'Day took a lightning bolt, apparently early this morning, and I guess probably blew a hole out in the fiberglass or whatnot. But she's sitting on the bottom of the Destin Harbor. It's a hard hit for my dad. You know, he's former Navy. He's getting a little bit older. His sailboat definitely meant a lot to him, so I'm not taking this lightly. It definitely, you know, hurts me to the core too for him. But we're gonna see what we can help him out with.
So if you've never been to Destin, it took us about an hour and a half to get there from Pensacola. It's just down the coast towards Fort Walton Beach. One of the most beautiful places on the Panhandle, if I may say, right there with Navarre, probably prettier than Navarre. We cruised down there to get a good look. See, Craig's dad's sailboat's moored up in the Destin Harbor. It's been there for like 20 years. I mean, this boat is like 40 years old. And when we got down there, we saw it. All right, we made it. We gotta go check out the damage. We saw its mast sticking up in the harbor. You see it?
Yeah.
So after taking a look of it out there in the harbor with just the sailing mast sticking up, we were like, well, let's launch the baby barge and see if we can do a rescue mission. Let's see if we can actually salvage something or just get a better look at what needs to be done. So we launched right there by, I guess it's Dewey Destin's right there at the little boat ramp, hooked a left past Crab Island, battled our way through all the tourist pontoon boats and the craziness on Crab Island, chugged all the way down. Baby barge was watertight, let me tell you. And got all the way to where the sailboat was laying. It was tough to see it sitting there. I mean, it was tough to just, you know that Craig's dad had this thing for, 20 years, 30 years, and there it sits on the bottom. And there's nothing we can do about it. But Craig, knowing him, jumped right in. That's why we call him the real Florida man on YouTube. Dove straight in, got his mask on, took his gloves on, went in and out of the cabin, did his thing like Aquaman. I mean, seriously, it was like Aquaman. And we were smart enough to go by Ace Hardware to get some caution tape because we had to wrap the mast up so nobody hits it at night. We did our best. I mean, hopefully nobody ran into it in the middle of the night. And, we got caution tape on it. I thought about chem lights, but I didn't know if chem lights would last all night. But we did our best, and we wrapped it up for the night. I mean, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen or really heard of a sailboat getting struck by lightning, but this one did. Hit the top of the mast and blew right out the bottom of the boat. I mean, it was pretty tough to see it sitting there on the bottom, just laid over on its side. Well, so it's on the bottom. No way we can get it. Tough one. And if y'all didn't know, Florida happens to be the lightning capital of the world. I'm pretty sure it is, but it should be if it's not. I'm pretty sure it is. Lightning hits everything around here. Everything. Houses, it hits cars, it hits boats, and we've had 3 horses get struck by lightning. That's a true fact. Right in the top of the forehead. If it's in the middle of the field out here and it blinks 3 times in a row consecutively, it's getting hit by lightning. Swear. So we got the boat rescue people out there to like take a look at this thing and see how much it would take to get it to the top. And they quoted us for like $18,000. I mean, seriously, who's got that kind of change to get a sailboat up? I mean, I thought maybe we could just run a winch to one of those palm trees over there and a few hundred feet of wire and get that thing out the American way. But it blew my mind. It cost $18,000 to get a sailboat off the bottom of the harbor. I mean, all we gotta do is get the water line and pump the rest of it out if there's not a giant hole in the bottom. But we decided to back up, take it easy, think about it for a second, and start making some calls. See, Craig's dad was like UDT 21. I mean, like one of those original frogmen, the type from like Vietnam, like in the early 70s, where they did all kinds of cool stuff. And you know, the SEAL and the Navy community is pretty tight. And he found a guy that would do it for $5 grand. I said, America. So after sitting on the harbor for like maybe a day and a half, 2 days, they started lifting that thing up. We might get this thing out of here yet. I mean, the plan is to get the motor off the back, get it to the mechanic, get the electronics out, because those are gonna be, whoo, see if we can get those up and running. And then we gotta wash the whole thing out, clean it up. So Craig's dad and Craig are gonna have their money's cut out on this one.
Alright guys, we made it out here. Salvage guys are still here working hard. They worked on it for 9 hours yesterday. It did stay afloat throughout the night, gained some more water, so they got to throw a pump back on it and keep the pump running the whole time they tow it over to the marina to dry dock it. She looks good. It's good to see her floating. They're here setting up the pumps. They're gonna have the pumps running the whole time they take her to the dry dock. But I want to show you something real quick. I'm going to show you the main hole. Multiple holes blew out of the hull when the lightning hit the mast, but there's one main one. It's about 3 inches in diameter they have plugged. I'm going to take you guys for a quick swim to show you that hole.
I wanted to share it with y'all because one, Destin's probably one of the prettiest places on the planet. Two, I've never seen a sailboat get hit by lightning. And three, since we're the lightning capital of the world, everybody needs to know the craziness of lightning around here. I mean, we've had 3 horses get struck by lightning here. That's a fun fact, right in the top of the forehead. But that's all I got, guys. See you guys on the next vlog. And be sure to check out Destin. The boardwalk's pretty awesome. It's also one of like the fishing charter captain places of the world. There's lots of charters go out there. It's amazing fishing. See you guys later.